Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Yellowstone favorites' fate left uncertain after finale as fans share wild theories. The wrangling is finally over as Yellowstone's Season 5 rides off into the sunset, marking a definitive close to Taylor Sheridan's gripping drama on the Paramount Network. The finale brought several characters to the spotlight for their last hurrah, yet some fans felt discontentment regarding the culmination of a certain beloved character's journey. Kelly Reilly's portrayal of Beth Dutton has been lauded as Emmy-worthy by an enthused fan base, praising her vindictive triumph. Luke Grimes also garnered applause for his portrayal of Case Dutton, with his character being graced with a serendipitous conclusion. Nevertheless, die-hard followers of Yellowstone are left pondering what lies ahead for the series' unsung heroes. Among them is the Dutton family's much-adored cook Gator, brought to life by Gabrielle Gator-Gilboa. Unexpectedly stepping from behind the scenes as an actual chef to in front of the camera, Gilboa earned his stripes thanks to showrunner Taylor Sheridan, who thrust him into the limelight as the Duttons' culinary wizard, garnering him a dialogue role and the affection of viewers, reports the Mirror US. A Reddit user by the pseudonym John Dow expressed concerns online, stating, "All the other characters' storylines were tied up, except for Gator's. His future deserved an explanation." Curious commenters subsequently sparked a frenzy of speculation about Gator's next chapter, with one commenter suggesting he moves down south and opens a steakhouse called the Bunkhouse. One fan wrote, "Gator goes traveling with the Chuck Wagon and becomes a Food Network star in a show called Gator's Chuck Wagon Brisket and Beans." Another added, "Beth tried to keep him because who else is gonna feed them? But Gator was like, I'm getting away from this crazy and left and hoped he'd never see one of those ungrateful, that they never ate my food. Duttons again." A third viewer commented more seriously, "I wondered about him too, was hoping to see it addressed." It remains uncertain whether Gator will feature in the upcoming Yellowstone spin-off focusing on Beth Dutton and Rip Wheeler, Cole Hauser, but he would certainly fit right in. Reflecting on his initial introduction to the Yellowstone cast, Gilboa shared with Us Weekly, "Taylor threw me in front of the camera and he said, 'Okay, go.' And I said, 'Okay, go?' He goes, 'Yeah. Just, do Gator stuff.' I was like, well, I guess I'll just start making dinner and they can just film that." Following this, he reappeared in Season 2 as a minor character with lines. The chef continued, "It just made sense after that. And it didn't hurt that I'm the only actor who's always on set because I'm already there and I'm always in costume. It's a win for everybody." The dust had barely settled on the gripping Yellowstone finale, and fans of the hit neo-Western series were left with more questions than answers about the fate of one beloved character. Social media exploded with theories, some plausible and others wildly imaginative, as viewers tried to make sense of the cryptic ending. Was this a masterstroke by Taylor Sheridan to keep audiences on edge, or did the finale truly hint at a future we hadn't yet considered? The cliffhanger that shook the ranch. The finale was a powder keg of drama, culminating in an intense confrontation at the Dutton Ranch. The scene that had everyone talking involved Rip Wheeler, the ever-loyal and brooding enforcer of the Dutton family. Throughout the series, Rip has been the embodiment of grit and loyalty, a man willing to do anything to protect his family and the Yellowstone Ranch. But in the final moments, his fate was left hanging by the thinnest thread. In a standoff with a group of land developers who had pushed the Duttons to the brink, Rip found himself outnumbered and outgunned. A gunshot rang out, followed by a heart-stopping silence. The screen faded to black before viewers could see who, if anyone, survived the confrontation. This ambiguous ending was a gut punch to fans who had grown to love Rip's rugged charm and unflinching dedication. Fans react, "Rip can't be gone." The internet quickly became a battleground of theories. "There's no way Rip is dead," one fan wrote on Reddit. "He's too integral to the show. It's probably a fake out to keep us guessing." Another user countered, "But remember, Taylor Sheridan doesn't shy away from killing off major characters. If it serves the story, he'll do it." On Twitter, the hashtag #SaveRip trended for hours after the finale aired. Memes of Rip's iconic moments flooded timelines with captions like, "If Rip goes, we riot," and "Not my cowboy." Some fans even speculated that Rip's apparent demise was a ruse and that he might have staged his own death to protect Beth, his wife, and the love of his life. Beth's mysterious reaction. Speaking of Beth Dutton, her reaction or lack thereof also set the rumor mill spinning. In the final scenes, Beth was seen staring out over the ranch, her expression unreadable. Was it grief, determination, or perhaps she knew something the audience didn't? Beth looked way too calm for someone who might have just lost Rip. One fan noted, "I think she's already plotting her revenge, which means Rip could still be alive and hiding out until the dust settles." Others pointed to Beth's strategic mind, theorizing that she may have orchestrated the entire scenario to draw out their enemies. Wild theories abound. As with any major TV cliffhanger, the theories ranged from plausible to downright fantastical. One of the more outlandish ideas suggested that Rip wasn't dead but had been taken captive by the developers. According to this theory, Rip would spend the next season fighting his way back to the Duttons, leading to a dramatic reunion with Beth. Another theory posited that the gunshot wasn't aimed at Rip at all, but at a secondary character who had been caught in the crossfire. What if it was Jamie? One fan speculated, referencing the Dutton family's black sheep. He's been walking a fine line between loyalty and betrayal. Maybe he sacrificed himself to save Rip. Then there were the supernatural theories. Yellowstone has occasionally flirted with spiritual and mystical elements, particularly through the Native American characters. Some fans believed Rip might have had a brush with death, but was saved by a spiritual intervention. What if the land itself protected him? One fan mused, "Yellowstone is more than a ranch. It's a living, breathing entity. Maybe it's not ready to let Rip go." Hints from the cast and crew. Adding fuel to the speculation, interviews with the cast and crew provided tantalizing clues without confirming anything outright. In a post-finale interview, Cole Hauser, who plays Rip, was asked about his character's fate. His response was cryptic. "Rip's journey isn't over yet, but it's going to be a hard road ahead. Let's just say things won't be the same." Taylor Sheridan, the show's creator, was equally evasive. "I love writing for Rip," he said in a behind-the-scenes featurette. "He's a complex character, and his story is far from finished. But this is Yellowstone. We don't do easy answers." What lies ahead? As fans await the next season, the question of Rip's fate looms large. Will he survive to continue his unwavering support of the Duttons? Or has Taylor Sheridan set the stage for a seismic shift in the series' dynamics? Many believe that Rip's survival is crucial to the show's core. His relationship with Beth is one of the few constants in a world full of betrayal and chaos. If Rip dies, the Dutton family loses its moral center, one fan argued. He's the glue that holds them together. On the other hand, some viewers think Rip's death could serve as a catalyst for new storylines. As much as I hate the idea, losing Rip could push Beth to a darker, more vengeful place. One Reddit user suggested it would raise the stakes and force the Duttons to confront their enemies in a way they haven't before. The power of uncertainty. Ultimately, the finale's ambiguous ending has done exactly what it was designed to do: keep fans talking. By leaving Rip's fate uncertain, Yellowstone has ensured that its audience will return for answers. Theories will continue to swirl and debates will rage on social media, keeping the show firmly in the cultural zeitgeist. For now, fans can only wait and hope. Whether Rip survives, dies, or takes an entirely unexpected path, one thing is certain: Yellowstone's ability to captivate and surprise its audience remains unparalleled, and as Taylor Sheridan has proven time and again, the ride is far from over.